Hello, everyone. So today I will be talking about all the security features of Argent X, our browser extension wallet. Argent X is one of them. It's the most popular wallet on Starknet with over 2 million downloads and counting. And our biggest focus at Argent has always been and will be security. Our wallet is fully audited. This includes the smart contracts mostly, but it's open source basically on the smart contract level as well as on the extension. So it's very transparent. Everybody can see what code runs. On top of that, we have multiple security features like 2FA and fraud protection, which I will go through today. So a few words about myself. I'm Thomas. I'm the product lead at Argent. Security is my bread and butter here every day. We think about it. Over the past 5 years, or looking at the blockchain space, I mean, billions of dollars have been lost to scams or fraud. With over, 25% of them, of these losses, basically stemming from compromised private keys in some way or some bad transactions. So it's a huge problem. I think it's clear. But here's the thing. It is to some extent preventable, right? If wallets particularly can provide much better measures and help users to understand or to be warned before they execute a transaction. And that's what we have built. And I will go through that. So, the big topic currently, Stark, the token. In December last year, the Starkware Foundation announced that Stark's coming soon. It's important in this context to be cautious as scams, phishing sites tend to increase during such events. They're popping up left and right. It's quite a quite a difficult time in that sense. It's important to stay ahead of the game, which is why today I demonstrate how you can bolster your security with Argent. Yes, so let's dive into our little tutorial and demo of Argent X, which will help you to keep, to stay protected, whatever actually the crypto space throws your way. So we start with a demo. I will share my screen. Okay, so Argent X. So let's just start. Quickly, if you don't have it yet, if you need Argent X, you can download it through the Chrome store. It's always the best just to go to the Chrome store and don't follow some links you get somewhere. There are also sometimes fake extensions which look like Argent X. But if you go through the Chrome store, you will find us very easily. You see we have good reviews. It looks very nice. You see all the stuff we do and so on, and you can just add it right to your browser. We also support other browsers. I'm going through Chrome today. Then you create your wallet. I will go very quickly through that. So, okay, that's it. Now you can pin your wallet. And here we have Argent X. You should always back up your seed phrase or recovery phrase. So I will not reveal it here. So, and then Argent X is ready to go. We have this new news here, which also helps you to find our new feature, which is Enable Argent Shield. I will go through that in a second. So now, the first thing I wanted to talk about, which we launched half a year or more, what is Argent Shield 2FA. And this adds an additional security layer to your seed phrase, right? Your seed phrase is always your first layer, obviously. If you keep it safe, it's safe, but you can add another layer, which is 2FA, like you know it from other, many, let's say Web2 apps, centralized exchanges, many places have 2FA, and we added this here as well. So you can protect it basically with your email. and then you need access to the seed phrase and to the email to execute transactions. And this is what we recommend. You should always do that. And I will do this now, but for this, obviously, I need first funds on this wallet. So I will quickly send this from another account. 1 second. I mean, Starknet is very fast, so this shouldn't take too long. So it's coming from another wallet, and we'll update briefly. I mean, I can maybe talk a bit more about Shield. So if you follow this link, it will exactly explain how it's working. So, I mean, yeah, basically your seed phrase and you have on top a guardian, and both need to sign a transaction that it executes. That's the main thing. Let's see. Okay, money is here. So now, I mean, since a fresh account, you first need to deploy that. I will do that briefly, but we will change that and then you can do it actually without it, and you could activate Shield immediately. Let's just wait until it's fully ready. And then here you find it. There's two ways now to find Shield. You can also go through the account switcher. There's another way to go to it. Yeah. So, and maybe briefly, because you might see this is activated since today. So it's basically a indicator which tells you the Stark airdrop is not live yet. Stay vigilant and watch out for scams because we see them. So, I mean, it's up there. Relax, nothing is happening. Okay, now I think we can activate Shield. So now you need to enter an email, the one you want to use basically for this. So, okay, briefly do that. Now on my email on the left, I get this code. It's just a very basic code. You copy it, you enter it. Now it's checking this thing. And then you need to do one transaction, which will add the guardian. It's explaining here what is happening in exactly. You could also check it later on, but basically it's just adding a guardian to your account. You confirm this and Shield will be activated on your account. And then you have another layer of protection on your account, which is highly recommended. Good, that's it. Okay, so this is our 2FA feature. And now I will go through the new fraud protection. So the first thing, we built a fraud detection system. It has basically three components. The first one is about an anti-phishing protection. The second will be about transaction warnings. And the last one is how transaction simulation, I will go through a bit more details, helps you as well to stay safe out there. Let's start with anti-phishing. I mean, that's, let's say, the first layer, right? Like there are many pages popping up. Either they talk about Stark, they talk about other things, and you can just claim and get something, but you always need to be careful. And we have built something which protects you against this on Starknet using Argent X, right? I mean, on other chains, there are other wallets doing that. We focus here on Starknet, obviously. So this is now not a huge scam page, but it's basically an example page just to show it. So assume this is some fake airdrop page. You would end up here, and it tells you, or you can get this and that. You connect, you see, oh, cool, Argent X, let's quickly connect, boom. Now we show you a warning because our system has considers this page basically as a blacklisted domain. I mean, we don't block you. right? You obviously can go on. If you know better, you can go on. I mean, it's not like not immediately, but you can basically review and say like, yeah, okay, but I actually know what I'm doing, and then you can just connect, right? And yeah, this is the anti-phishing, which we will obviously we won't be able to cover all potential pages, but a lot, and we are working to improve our systems and also talking to partners to improve the service more and more for Starknet specifically. So this is the anti-phishing, and this is actually, in my opinion, one of the biggest attack vectors or problems today. Even very, very experienced crypto people who are in the space for 10 years managed to click something wrong and basically lost some money on the way. So nobody is safe. You can only be careful, and we try to help you. That's number one. Number two, as I said, is transaction warnings. So let's go through that. So this is basically, okay, let's say you have agreed on the dApp, you've connected to the dApp, and later you do something, you will get a transaction review. And there we also run checks in the background if a dApp is malicious or a smart contract is malicious, and we flag it to you. So I will show you one example. Let's say, so this is also what is happening. I mean, this is Avenue, very legit dApp, but let's say you have seen like, oh, Stark token is live, and somebody sent you how you can trade now Stark token. You say like, okay, I got this address, and you say like, okay, I add it because I really want to buy it. It's not showing here, but I will just add it. Oh yeah, I mean, you see there's a typo of this thing, but you believe it's the legit thing. You go ahead and you connected. Sorry, I just need to connect here. Okay, perfect. So now you swap it because you want to buy it, and we have so the system has flagged this specific, and you can see, I mean, it's even with but there are tons of them. So be careful what you look at, and say like you're buying an unsafe token. If again, if you believe it's what you want to have, you can just go ahead, accept the risk. You go ahead and you buy this. But we help you to identify basically things which we believe are incorrect or malicious, or you lose money. That's thing, and this can also work for malicious dApps, basically, which run smart contracts with issues. We can also flag them, and you would see them on Argent X to help you that you don't lose money at the end of the day. Another, let's say, not as problematic, but also where we help you to be to help you that you know what you're doing is, let's say this is the pyramid. Wait, I wanted to go to another one, not pyramid. This is an NFT marketplace, as you know, Element, very nice marketplace, and you can buy stuff there. And let's say we want to buy this NFT. Okay, so now that everything looks fine, we check how much you spent, you check how much we approve to the smart contract. That's good. But often, I mean, this is not like a fault of Element. I'm just saying it's often how they build these systems or need to build these systems. If you make an offer, it will look different. You will see immediately. So now we show you a caution, right? Not a critical alert, a caution that you approve money to a smart contract, the Element NFT marketplace smart contract, and actually you approve 50 ETH because later they needed to settle the bidding. So that's just how they need to do that. But just that you're aware, basically, you are exposing your wallet to the risk of 50 ETH to that smart contract, which is, I guess, very fine on the Element marketplace. But still, we believe users should know what they are doing. So you always get also a caution if you approve more money, basically, than you spent. So that's another one. Let me go ahead. Then last, I will not demo this now, but I mean, every Argent account is a smart contract, which has multiple security features inbuilt. And there's also functions which are, very, very critical, let's say. So whenever somebody wants to change something there, you get a warning. And it's a critical warning. Just that the user, you always know that this is now a sensitive operation. In general, I mean, there's no problem because you use Argent X with the Argent wallet, everything is fine. But on a smart contract level, with every smart contract, you can call functions which you shouldn't, or a debt can call functions which they shouldn't, and all of them are protected by the fraud protection as well. And yes, then I mean, fraud is a big issue, but the other part is also, I mean, the user sometimes, or myself, I've also lost money just by mistakes. So there are some typical things which happen all the time because people are new to crypto, so it just happens. For example, I know, a friend sent you money, and he sent I sent him some ETH, and he says like, "Oh, please send me back." And say, "Okay, I need to send ETH to that person." So he just sends you the transaction hash. You see this thing the first time. Okay, I need to send him back. You look at this, and okay, ETH, I want to send ETH. You go here, okay, ETH looks good. I want to send them ETH. So you go, you send there, and what you're actually doing, right? You are not sending to anyone. You are sending it to the ETH token smart contract, and thereby you will lose all of it. And I mean, you might say like, well, nobody is doing that. You can just look at the ETH contract here, and you will see there are already 12.6 ETH burned on the ETH token smart contract because multiple people made this mistake. And we warn you with the transaction warning on all token smart contracts if you ever try that. Just because we believe it's not, you would lose money. Then we have also something smaller. Let's say you send assets to a new account and it's empty. We can also show you a little warning because it might be like you made a little mistake. And it's easy to detect that an account has no funds and is not deployed. So things like this. Okay, this is about transaction warnings. Now we come to the last part, which is transaction review and transaction simulation. Okay, so this, I can show it like that. We will do some basic transaction on Avenue, let's say. So whenever you do something on Argent X, we run for you for free a transaction simulation. So you take the whole transaction data, run it through, there's a transaction simulation. And this allows us to show you exactly what will happen. So you see what you send and you see what you receive, and this is independent of actually what the DApp shows you here on the UI. This is really based on the behavior on the smart contract code. And here it's very clear on Avenue. I mean, looks good, right? You send so much ETH, you get so much USDC. You can even dive into then the exact approval. You see which smart contract is in a human readable way, right? It's not like just a hex address. You see, okay, this is the Avenue smart contract. You could go there, you could check it. You see the other action, which token you pay, which token you receive. Basically, we try to make it as human readable as possible for most steps. But yeah, transaction simulation also helps you to. So let's say, I mean, anti-phishing, we doesn't catch it. The smart contract is not detected yet. This always is there as a last resort in helping you to understand what is happening. And there were actually scam dApps on Starknet which look like a swap, but if you do the swap, you only send, you will receive nothing because another recipient will receive it. But you would see it with transaction simulation because you only have an outgoing and you don't have something, you have nothing incoming. So this is always there basically, which tells you, okay, I sent this, I received this. Or there are also other dApps which, for example, I mean, I've seen this recently. I don't know the team, but for example, if you this is this inscriptions thing, maybe you've heard of it, and you want to do now an inscription, you can connect. So okay, fine. You mint something, you do this inscription, and I mean, it's not a scam app or something, but you wonder then, okay, I'm sending this amount of ETH somewhere, and it's about $2. And then there's also an inscribe at the end. I get the inscription. Okay, that's cool. I digged into it. At the end, you pay $2 for this service, and you inscribe in addition. That's fine. I mean, but I haven't seen before that basically I need to pay $2 here. So it's not a problem, but your transaction simulation really helps you to understand what you are doing on such dApps. This is another one. Let me check. Yeah. On top of that, obviously transaction simulation also helps you to, let's do something else, to understand the fees and how much you will spend, and on top also if the transaction will succeed or you will have a predicted error already. All of this is covered as well. Then yes, overall, to summarize, Argent's fraud monitoring system is a tool designed to help you out there to stay safe, to keep your assets safe. It's about anti-phishing, first level, just domain URL level, transaction warnings if we detect something on smart contract level, and last part, transaction simulation, which always tells you how much assets you lose and how much assets you send out, how much assets you get, which is helpful in certain scenarios to understand what is your risk. And yeah, with this, I would like to close this session. I hope it was very helpful. Thanks, everyone.